Everyone, welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming to hang out. Welcome to Open Table. If you're brand new to the stream or you're just stumbling across this video on YouTube, I always start with a quick rundown of what this stream's all about. So I'm about to jump into an all-player commentary stream with 3 other experts from the BGA community. We're going to be talking openly about the game, even if it kind of throws our open game a little bit. So it's kind of open hand Terra Mystica here, hence Open Table. We're playing on training mode, so the timer is disabled and no elo is won or lost. Given that timer mode is disabled, it can always be a bit of a longer game, but we will try our best to keep it sort of under the 2.5-hour mark. But that's what we've got going on today. I'm just going to jump right over to the game board. I'll introduce the players that we have with us today and also the settings for today's game. So today I'm joined by Smoo, SpaceCowboy, and seventunafive. Smoo's been on before, I believe, for SpaceCowboy. And Seven, this is your first time on, so welcome to the stream, and thanks for coming and doing this with me.
Thank you much. Thank you for having us.
Good to be back.
As always, chat, please let me know how levels are. Let me know if any of these guys need to go up or down relative to each other and how my vocals are coming in versus them. I always need to lean on the audio support of my chat to know that everything sounds good. In terms of the settings for today, we're back to playing Fjords with landscapes on. All the rest of the usual settings, obviously auction, variable turn order, mini expansions on, and then the fire and ice stuff is off. So without further ado, let's get to it. Back at Fjords. It's been a while since I've played this wonderful, wonderful map. Space, do you feel like breaking down the setup for us just a little bit while Smooth's sort of taking a look at stuff?
So the first thing I look at is what are the last two point tiles, and we're just ending with town points and dwelling points. So that tells me this might be a high-scoring game. So that favors certain factions. And then the next thing I look at is which tiles are missing. We're missing coin tile, when we're missing the 2 ship tiles, so the bonus shipping and the points for shipping tiles. Passing tiles, that is. And there are some nice white bonuses in the beginning that might bode well for some witches play.
Yeah, it's cool that
which are already overpowered on this map, I believe. So there's that.
It's always cool when both shipping tiles are out of the game. Obviously, there's only 3 pass tiles that are excluded. So when 2 out of the 3 of those are both the shipping related ones, it's kind of rare. But when that happens, it's always just like that much sweeter for like a Fakir's or a Dwarves pick. What are you thinking? What's going through your head right now, Smoo? What are you thinking of throwing in?
Well, if I'm in seat 1 and it's TP round and there's a TP tile, I almost always put in nomads. Because I love me a 3 TP nomad opening.
Do you?
Okay. Yes, I do. But there's actually 4 good starting tiles. So there's big building, spade, priest, and work power. So I'm just thinking if there's actually another proper pick to put in seat 1.
Because seat 1 probably ends up getting, I mean, it's hard to say, maybe the priest, which seems insane, the first priest to error, maybe worker power in first seat. Like, yeah, it's pretty good first seat tiles.
Yeah, so those are actual tiles that you can play with. Yeah. That being said, there's a big building round 2, which is also good for nomads.
Yep.
So it's probably gonna be that.
Nomads?
Or probably nomads. Trying to, yeah. Which is also, if they can go for the stronghold round 2 after taking priest in round 1. Is also a good start. And then the other faction that's always good for the round 2 big building is Darklings.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna stick to what I like.
Yep.
So
you do seem to toss in nomads quite a bit. Am I right? That's sort of a go-to for you. If you can see a nomads line, you'll throw them in.
Yeah, it's a comfort pick. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna throw in dwarves here just because I think it's fun on this map, and as you said, there are no shipping tiles, so that makes dwarves also actually competitive here. It's not so I don't consider which faction is really best because we're gonna bid on them anyway, so I don't really care about picking the best faction. I just like pick a faction I think has some interesting options here and can perform reasonably well.
Right. So it's fun here. Darklings are actually interesting. That's for sure. Witches could be interesting. Obviously with dwarves in. Oh, it's been a while since I played so many fjords during the fjord season, and there's like all these like intricacies of like who goes first when you're trying to like figure out gray and green and how they get themselves sorted out. I feel like by the end of the fjord season, there was there was sort of some agreement, and I kind of had that all figured out about like starting places and stuff, and when you build your stronghold and how that functions. And I don't know. I think I might be a little rusty, but I'm just gonna toss in witches here. It's a round 6 town game. Those are rewards.
I'm about to
that
make
sort of
this
solution
game.
is definitely easier when you're talking about the game anyway. So.
Pardon?
That sort of pollution is easier when you're talking openly.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Alright. I'm about to make this game super awkward. So...
Really?
Yeah, I haven't actually picked a faction in like 6 months. I just go to random.org and have it pick a number for me, and it picked 2. So yeah, those giants.
Okay.
So yeah,
I thought this was like an easy Darklings pick here. Like let witches and dwarves be kind of annoying. Darklings are kind of make it clean, and they can fight with nomads over hexes. I think that's like the sort of the expected. They can start with the spade or the workers, like, you know.
It's chaos time.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, go for it.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you were one of these sort of like user random number generator types.
Yeah. When I was playing the Tuesday League, we got our whole table to random pick factions. It was great.
Yeah, it's too bad that isn't like a setting. Like still auction. It's not random, randomly assigned 2 players, right? Like, which is what the random setting basically does. But it's just like random factions go in. That would actually be an interesting setting. Is it an interesting option?
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah.
So it's probably witches or nomads here. I'm gonna bid witches down to 30 and then figure stuff out. I don't imagine witches are like, I think there's at least a 10-point difference. Nomads could be the best here though. I don't know.
Nomads are pretty good, I think. I'll go to nomads.
Simon, who's in chat as King of Gods, is saying dwarves are quite good also. Yeah, I guess the thing to always keep in mind with giants is that giants eat up red hexes, but they don't care about gray hexes particularly. So it's not.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. How do you guys go about evaluating this stuff?
I was just going to go through the past tiles. Get big. They're taking big building, which means witches can take spade or priest, and dwarves will probably take the other one. Although it's not a good dwarf. There's no earth cults on there, so the dwarf priest is not great. So, having said that, I will just keep bidding witches.
Yeah.
So nomads get the priest?
I
and they
so.
take it and they send it to air? And then how do they get that?
Why would they do that?
I don't know. Because there's stacked air rewards. I feel like you're supposed to. I don't know. That's not a good reason, but like, yeah,
it's
yeah.
You could send it to air and open with air 2 temple. Is
yeah. Water 2.
Water 2.
They might be able to take this. They might be able to take a second priest.
Is that good? Just send 2 priests to air?
It's...
I mean, they give coins back later as well. So
yeah,
it's a lot of value for priests here starting out.
Yeah, it's like they might not have much to do with their power round 1 anyway. It's like dwarves are taking double spade. They're just gonna single spade a hex or something. But they could also TP.
So all this discussion is also making me realize that the witches are gonna have a great start here. Starting with the spade bonus tile and these, getting a free worker round 2 at least from the cult track. That's just
witches are great.
Yeah, they start
really
with a spade. They get a spade going into round 2, and then the question is, are they going to have enough workers? Like air 2 is fun for them in round 1 because it gets them the spade. But they're opening what, Temple 3 dwelling? Or sorry, Temple 2 dwelling maybe? Like, are they going to have enough workers to get a stronghold out in round 2?
They really want to go for the big building tile then, right? If at all possible. But that's
or
gonna be
get
tough
onto cult coins and take
order.
a workers action. Right? Like you kind of need some workers and some coins, so you kind of need like cult coins into action 3, or like get on the big building tile and get action 4 would obviously be like awesome use of your power, but
Simon has a fun idea for which is to take the coin and 4 coins, cult step and 4 coins bonus tile. As nomads,
which I like that better than taking the priest and buying a second priest. Like if you're going to take the priest because it's the sort of default better tile, but then that forces you to just take another priest, then why not just buy the priest and then you just have 4 coins in a cult? Like it's kind of better.
So do we think dwarves get double spade here?
Yeah,
for sure.
Probably. I mean, I haven't actually looked at starting locations here, but they're going to start on worker power. Where are people starting here? Let's break this down a bit.
Oh, I kind of.
I love E8 as dwarves here in general. It's just a wonderful gray tile.
Yeah. Yep.
And so is G4.
G4?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe not with all the neighbors they're gonna get there.
No, that's there.
Nomads probably want to start F4 and E7, right? Is where does third dwelling go? I don't know.
E8, H5. Oh, the third dwelling is kind of just wherever they feel like going, I guess. It's not gonna start with any neighbors or do much for a while.
I really like the F4 H5 here for nomads, and then do an early stronghold round 2 and connect the 2 tiles to get an early town. I think that's just a great way to start a game.
Mm-hmm.
And it's quite easy for them to get, to take just maybe E4 or something else on to ship over to the west later on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
And connection isn't that much trouble usually for nomads here either.
Mm-hmm.
As they can just power through anything with the early stronghold.
Yeah, Simon's asking, is it crazy for witches to take priest and upgrade ship? I don't love it either, but I'm working it out in my head. Just giving dwarves a spade, I don't know how that would be. I just think taking the spade and just probably digging F7 in turn 1 is probably the way to go.
Yeah. I think so.
Oh, back to me already.
So are witches actually 20 points
40
better?
faction here. Is it...
Sorry, go ahead.
The giants? I'm saying, are giants the 40 faction here? That would be my immediate assumption.
I think so.
But are they actually 20 points worse than witches?
It's close.
Probably. This isn't the most amazing.
They're in a super sandwich, which is never lovely, right?
Track is great for witches. Right? And they're gonna score 10 to 15 off of their faction ability.
It's almost like the perfect witch's track.
Well,
yeah,
if you can get that big building in round 2, it's a bit of a it's a bit of a tall order. It's not a guarantee.
Which I think is what speaks for taking the spade instead of this crazy shipping nonsense.
I have more actions.
I was just thinking in terms of saving resources.
I think dwarves are fine here.
I think dwarves are possibly a deal here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, you guys are gonna bid me off dwarves at some point.
Yeah.
I'll play the giants eventually. I put them in. I'm willing to play them.
So, are they 10 points worse than dwarves?
Nah.
No?
It's not that bad.
The track doesn't... Well, the track is okay. The track's good, actually.
Track is fine.
Track's fine for them. Yeah, rounds 3, 4, 5. That's all good. Round 6 towns. I think giants might be able to figure out okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see many hexes that giants can actually successfully connect. They're gonna have trouble at least, basically anywhere.
Yeah.
And giants really want 3 red hexes. But those are gonna get stolen by dwarves and nomads. And even if they aren't, it's gonna be hard to connect 2 free red hexes here for giants.
Yeah. It's a hard life.
Tick off dwarves or nomads here. This is the part in the auction where I'm not just bidding to find equality. I'm also like getting prepared to play any of these factions.
Yep.
My intuition tells me that dwarves are not that bad here, like are possibly pretty decent. So I think if in a competitive game I might be convinced to bid them. Yeah, I would probably bid them down to almost 30 here. So I think there's room there. I'm not convinced there's room on witches. Also, there's always the thing when you're playing in games where if you bid something down to a multiple of 10, there's a huge difference psychologically between 20 and 19. So if I bid witches on 20 here, like there's a decent chance I play them. There's like a 3-point difference between 20 and 19 kind of thing, right? It's a big gap.
Where are witches starting here?
I think nomads are just always better than people think they are. That's my new thing about. Mainly because Smoo's kicked my ass on Fjords a bunch, and other people have as well. They're always better.
The G10 giant start. I think you need a black faction in, or you need temp ships for witches to start on G10. Like, without it, nobody's coming over there for forever.
Yeah. Smoo bidding down.
I always love this giant starting like on H7 or G10 or something here, where you can connect 2 red tiles on the first turn, just building a stronghold somewhere else with a neighbor.
Yeah, but then those.
I don't think stranding the stronghold is that bad.
But no one's coming over to like G9, so you don't. Those dwellings don't get upgraded. I guess you can hard upgrade it. It's not that bad.
You could leave G9 open if you wanted for witches, and then H8 instead.
I mean, that's the plan, but witches aren't gonna temp ship there, and they're not gonna fly there, right?
Yeah. Bridge.
Right.
But if you leave them F9 and G9, then they might want a town there.
Yeah.
They could do F7, F8, G9, F9.
That's true.
Yeah.
Which is get the spade. They could bridge to G9 if they wanted to. That's actually kind of interesting. They want to go east instead of west with their spade.
Oh, thank God somebody beat me down here. I didn't want to play witches.
Oh, really? Oh, I want to play witches.
Alright, you two can work
it's a
out how
lot
many
to pay
points
for
better
witches.
than Giants.
It's almost Giants time. It's getting to be that time.
Yeah, I can't remember
I love
how
Giants.
much
It's one of my favorite factions.
I can't remember how much round 6 towns is annoying here for dwarves. Otherwise, the setup is good for them. But is round 6 towns pretty annoying?
They'll get one town.
They just get a town in round 6, and they get one earlier than that, probably. Yeah.
Yep. That's fine.
I'm considering jumping to Giants here, just in case anybody's wondering what the holdup is.
Maybe dwarves are just a deal here.
Dwarves are. They have 12 points on Nomads and Witches. I think that's, more than enough.
Yeah.
But the track is not really great for dwarves here, right? I mean,
the
scoring towns in round 6 is kind of sad with for any dick bump.
The cult rewards are also pretty bad for them.
The cult rewards are kind of gross, yeah, because they're not really. Let's face it, they're not going to hit that air workers.
Yep.
You know, the priest is underwhelming. They're not going to hit that. Like, or if they do, it takes 2 yeah.
Yeah, it is nice though, like you mentioned.
I'm ready for Giants.
There's no ship tiles.
Let's go.
So Smoo's playing Nomads and I'm playing Witches. Who would have thought that?
What a surprise.
What a surprise. Yeah, there's no temp ship. I really want to do the sneaky thing of starting on F3 and then flying to F5 round 1 and just taking all the board space. But I don't think
I'm never gonna
great.
I don't think I'm going to. I'm supposed to here.
I don't think you can afford to. If you leave F5 hanging, there's always the chance that I'll just like jump there and then you can't connect anymore.
You have to rush it, basically.
Yeah.
It's like TP stronghold fly, and then like I don't know, I forget. You know, you do it on temp ship, get a worker's action, boom boom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go D3 here.
Yep.
What is
Alchemist?
Alchemist?
The question is, do I?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, guys. Sorry, I was responding to chat, but I should. Yeah.
They're just going H7 and then hoping somebody gets me an neighbor somewhere.
A7, H7.
I mean, Simon's in chat. I think he's the king of H7.
Simon loves H7.
I've seen it work. I've seen it go terribly for him. But are you just supposed to go?
It's up to Weber.
Pardon?
It's up to Weber whether Giants can start H7, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to help you out. That hex isn't that important to me.
No. Yeah, Weber's going to go to G9 on like round 5.
Exactly, yeah.
What the hell is the alternative? Just going for Leech and E5?
I think so. You build a stronghold there and you bridge to C4 and that's a town.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I don't like it, but it's I think it's
where we are.
And I think I just...
As you might be able to tell, I did not have a solid plan when I picked Giants. All the other factions I did think through, but this one.
I mean, to be fair, I haven't thought through. I don't have a plan for witches here, really. Either. So
we'll figure it out.
I tend not to for open table. I haven't thought through the first 4 rounds of the game or something like.
No, I mean just a plan in terms of picking the 2 first dwellings.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, I thought that far with witches, but.
Yeah.
Wonder. So I don't think this is 8-5 because there's no brown or black in the game.
Is it C8?
Yeah, so you're not really busy getting there. Makes sense.
What is, and the question is that, and this is an honest question, I don't actually know, what does C8 do for you? Because it also just like.
So I'm expecting. Oh, I know. So the dwarves have, assuming they get double dig, which they probably will. They can either do D4, F7, or F3, H3 with their double dig. And giants might be trying to go D3 to D6. So I quite like the nomad town on those 4 hexes on the top right, C7, C8, D6, E9, especially when there's someone on D5. And there's not really any other good options. The only other one is E3, but
E3.
I don't. But no one's heading towards that side of the game in the early section, so I can just grab that later. So I think it is C8, just because there's nothing else.
Yep.
Yeah. I guess if I had placed H7 with the giants, there would have been a case for going I7, and we could have had a nice southern thing going on.
How are you playing this, Smoo? I mean,
I know. I'm considering Simon's line of taking gold coins.
The other option is the TP tile, because suddenly it's like, it seems weird to do that when you're being offered 2 options here. Like a first seat priest is usually just correct, but we've sort of talked about how how underwhelming this priest to heir is, and then you can take the cult coins and first action priest, so I don't take it, and that's basically your opening. Or
so if you're taking the priest, you're kind of forcing yourself to build heir 2, which
with witches and giants in, like, that's a lot of power. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not a line I'm keen on. But yeah, so the question is anyone wanting Act 5? Because you kind of want that if you're doing the 3 TP opening.
I kind of want it, I think. I think my power is Action 5 or Priest.
Kind of.
I actually don't know what I want, because, like, Priest to heir means that heir 2 is not that, like, it doesn't get me the cult reward, so then do I just go fire 1, or even an early earth 1 or something awkward? Like, me taking single spade just, like, makes my opening more easy and obvious to me, because it's like, well, I just take heir 2 and get the cult spade, and life is fine. Jekyll raises an interesting point. You still win network with 3 TP opening. Like, is a 3 TP... I don't have much experience with it, but is the idea that, like, a 3 TP open, is that, like, it's good for various reasons, it's good for coin economy, you score 15 points in the first round, like, those are all nice things, but is it sort of an anti-network move to some degree? It has downstream network implications?
Not usually.
It's just a question of getting workers some other way, right? Because you're not building dwellings, but it's not. if you can do that, then it's a strong econ opening, right? So. So as we talked about, a lot of factions really want to go on the big building tile here at the end of this round.
Yeah, but there is worker power and the TP tile in the game as well. So.
Oh yeah.
There are workers available. And the problem with taking cult coins and opening priest is that you lose the leech on F4 if you don't upgrade. So I'm just going to stick to this plan.
This allows you to upgrade first action.
Yeah.
I wonder. I think I upgrade on E8 instead. I think.
Just to try to invite me to upgrade next to you?
Yeah. And I think my sanctuary might be on that side. Much later on. It's probably not that big of a consideration, but let's see. I guess the leech party is on F4 because giants are not going to upgrade D3. Okay. All right.
I could, right?
I mean, the leech party, I mean, you're getting one upgrade neighbor anyhow, so it's just a matter of. Now, I say that I don't know where I want to upgrade.
But... Yeah. I think I'm just going to go with E5. All right.
E8.
I actually missed that Smoo took TP tile, so giants will get some leech regardless of which side they're on.
That's why D3 would actually make some sense to upgrade on.
So what's going through my head right now is like, can I upgrade first? If I upgrade, dwarves get their double dig before I get to go again.
I do.
So then the question is that I'm thinking through, do they want F7 versus D4? They might, or D5, H. Like, I don't know where their spades are going. Sorry, go ahead. If you wanted to jump in there on that.
I personally think I want D4 more than F7, but I do not know how all players as dwarves here would think.
For sure. I think the way that I would resolve this is that I like with nomads with the TP tile, they're going to upgrade E7 next move probably, or maybe they take a single spade. I don't really know, but that's going to get upgraded. And me upgrading on F8 versus just building on F7 now is no less dwarves leech. So like now my temple can just go over there, which I obviously want because I assume I'm like cult spading F6. So I'm just going to spade F7. The question is, do I do it through a single spade or not? Because I can single spade and then use my bonus spade on F6, and then my cult spade just goes on like G6 or something. Which all these decisions.
That could work.
And then it's just a random hex to build on that maybe is never part of a town. If I do have G6, is there a way I can turn that into a town? H6, I5, maybe?
It's hard.
It is hard.
Yeah.
I don't have a ton of cult spades coming in to throw on it. It's just one of those things of like, what do I want my power to be round one? The priest to heir is nice, but if I take heir 2, it's not getting me anything else this round. It's just getting me a worker and some power back. So for all those reasons, I'm just going to go the single spade line. I don't actually know if this is correct or not, but I've spent too much time looking at it. Now let's see how that lines up.
It makes sense.
So yeah, so if you had upgraded F8, I would have upgraded a D3. But now I think upgrading E5 makes more sense probably.
Right.
Sure.
It's not really clear to me which is better here. Nah, I'm gonna go with D3 because I don't want to give.
All right, so I upgraded in the wrong place.
Starve nomads.
Bulky, I think the thing is,
and I'm not sure that Simon. I'm not sure that you're gonna upgrade F5 here, right? Because it looks like that one might get stranded.
Yeah, it's probably. Bulky, just to get back to you, I think I pretty much always get F6. Even if that was my single spade, I would play this game assuming that I could just cult spade F6 even. Just because oftentimes I wouldn't expect dwarves, particularly not when they have like a double spade. Like that's a very good opening for them. Like I just don't see them tunneling there in round one. Sometimes dwarves will tunnel in round one if they get like spade blocked. They'll just like take a worker's action and jump somewhere. But yeah, I would leave that open a little bit, I think.
I think especially with landscapes on, dwarves have an much easier time connecting on this map with landscapes and without.
Yeah.
Because if they did not have landscapes, there might be a case where you consider taking F6 just to ensure connection somehow.
Right.
But, yeah.
Oh, I just also realized, and I didn't even factor this into my decision making at all. I just realized that this actually has implications on your opening, Smoo. I just took the spade you needed.
Oh, yeah. It certainly does. So now I have to pivot. Maybe. It just means I'm not going to get the single dig for a dwelling. Which is going to suck.
Because you would have done a single spade on E6, and then you would have just built near giants twice for 2 TPs.
Correct.
Yeah.
I'm just going to upgrade here and work out what I'm going to do later.
Sounds good. I need D4.
Interesting.
I haven't actually thought about what favorite tile I'm taking, but hex this first.
Okay, so you are doing this so you can just build on C6 before giants take it?
Yeah, I think so.
Interesting. Very cool.
Oh, I like leech, so.
I mean, like, I think they might.
Unhappy?
I think it's possible I could have left it open and they, like, aren't that interested in C6, but I'm very interested in C6, and it's kind of the same as any other hex for giants, so they might as well take it from me.
Do I want my temple on F5?
It's gonna get strained, right? You're not gonna get a town out of it, most likely.
Well, I'm cult spading G6.
Cult spading G6, right?
I mean, I have a.
Yeah, so you could take H6 if okay.
So then I need to double dig something. Probably not G5.
Yeah.
I mean, probably that's getting sandstormed, but like, and again, it does have to be an action 6 in round 3 or something, or like whatever. But but basically, I need to rush H6 from nomads is probably what this looks like. Which maybe I just get.
I think dwarves have a really nice start here. Definitely a steal in the auction. It looks like.
The opening is nice, but I don't actually know where
from there is the question.
Yeah. I'm considering building my sanctuary round 2, but I'll have to think about it.
I'm gonna do that for now.
There's some thoughts.
So I was thinking about stealing the priest here.
Yep.
Which is kind of weird, but it has some nice option value. I can either upgrade shipping this round, or I could send it to air and get I mean, I can't use the spade for anything, but it gives a few workers next round. At the end of next round, that is.
People are talking about a dwarves trading post 4 dwelling opening with a tunnel. I would support that if it was TP 4 dwelling into round 2 stronghold.
That is pretty cool.
It's
I didn't
cool.
actually. I didn't even think about that.
Well, because I think that's a thing you do when you play witches, not just, but you know.
The dwarf stronghold does help you get more dwellings.
It's kind of like a worker production if you tunnel once around. Yeah, it's.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. I think all the favorite tiles are on the table. Oh, not Air 2, but
not
the
Air
regular
2?
one.
No. Earth 1, Earth
For me,
2.
I don't. Fire 1.
Fire 1.
I think I think Fire 1's on the table. The past tile's a little coin light, and we're not getting the priest bonus until round 4.
I mean, if you want Fire 1 as dwarves, you can just build a trading post. Sort of always my thought on that.
That's a good point.
They already sort of have a Fire 1.
I'm trying to see if I want to greed out Earth 2 now and take Earth 1 later. Probably. Alright, I'm doing it. Enjoy your leech.
Alright. I mean, the obvious move is just to build a temple where I already have 3 hexes. Like, where should I build it? Like, but can I greed out a town? Can I rush? Can I beat nomads to H6? The answer is probably super. I cannot.
Why do the smart thing where you can do something fancy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm probably just building a second temple.
I think
for my sanctuary anyhow is how I would justify it.
You're planning to take Air 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to get some amount of leech for the rest of this round. So if you wanted H6, you'll be able to take it, but it's like, how much do you want it?
I mean, witches always have to fight for town space pretty hard on this map. Like, town space comes at an expense. So the thing is, if it's a double dig on H6 and now I bridge to G9, like, that's not that bad for 2 towns, right? When normally you're like 3 shipping and flying over the map and you need all these like witches are good on fjords, but like they need juice to build towns. So, and there's also like adjacency there. Like if I do beat nomads to H6, I think it's worthwhile trying, given that it was a C8 start. And yeah, I mean, yeah, those are the main reasons.
That makes sense.
I don't know. So what I don't know is where is space where you are building a dwelling this turn. Super not clear to me. And I also don't know, Smoo, what you're up to. When you said pivot, you then built another trading post, which didn't feel like a pivot, and now you took a worker's action. So is this like stronghold, TP, dwelling, pass for 2 points?
Well, I upgraded the TP, so I would get 4 more leech this round. And then I took the 2 power actions that were available. So I haven't committed to anything yet.
See. You just getting yourself leech and buying what's available, and then, yeah.
It's probably going to be a temple for something on E7, and then looking to upgrade F4 to a stronghold next round.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's also very unclear to me where I would I'm gonna build the last two dwellings this round, because I think Simon had a really nice suggestion in chat, which is to build a bridge this round.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense, I think. But I am in no hurry to do that. So I'm gonna send a priest to air first.
Makes sense.
But I could either first dig, say, c5 and then bridge to b5, or I could bridge to c4 immediately and then dig c4. So those are the two options I was considering.
Lustrous, welcome to the stream. Just pointed out another line that given the power you've gotten, I think it would involve you burning down to 5. But you could hard dig e6, build a dwelling, 3 power to worker for a TP. Doesn't seem good. It seems like sunk cost fallacy, but it's good math pointing that out.
I'm just trying to work out how bad is an expensive TP on
c8. It's
yeah, okay.
Oh.
Probably quite bad.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why is a quote that bad? Like, you got a coins action. It's as bad as giving up that coins action, and you just converted 4 power to 4 coins. Like,
okay, so the problem is I need 6 workers next round, right?
Yeah.
For stronghold, sandstorm on G5, build a dwelling on H5.
That's a lot, but 5 workers
so if
for
I
sure.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I could build the trading camp if I didn't have the workers. So if I upgrade C8, that cost me 2 workers this round. Well, it cost me 2 workers to do the upgrade and cost me 1 worker income. So that would leave me with 4 workers going into next round, which is not 5.
You could dig the trading camp down somewhere, right?
I could, but that seems a waste of 3 work. What you mean this turn or next turn? Yeah.
Either actually, but next turn, yeah.
So who's passing?
I am.
Dwarves.
I have nothing to do.
You got anything left to do, Weber? Doesn't
nope.
Look like it.
Just pass on to worker power or call coins or something.
Yeah. So I'm thinking I can probably outlast everyone this turn, which is nice given that I have a passing tile that most players want. Except maybe nomads could last me out as well, if they wanted.
Not sure how. Because
you've
got a dig and a dwelling, right?
Well, I've got a dig, a dwelling, and a bridge, right? So yeah, actually no way.
Yeah.
4 actions.
Yeah, so can't get big building tile.
Crazy line would be nomads to bridge. What does that do for nomads? Is that just a giants block? Oh.
But burning down to 5 power
seems extremely bad.
I think if you had enough power, it would make some sense, but not burning down to 5 to do it.
I guess one of the tricky things about the TP line in general, not just here, but in general, is that it requires single spade. Otherwise, it just seems to be very awkward. So I guess that's one thing that we didn't talk about. It's like in some setups, you're in second seat and like first player is definitely next to you on both hexes. Like, you know that you're going to get a leech, and on your first turn you single spade. Like, there's certainly some setups where you can just like guarantee single spade in second or third seat or something. But here, I guess we didn't really talk about that. But like, I don't know. It didn't dawn on me to discuss it, but it's like I knew in the back of my head, like, I don't know what my power is doing, but it's either like buying a pre, sending it to air, and then taking Earth 1, or taking single spade and going air 2, probably.
All right. This is gonna seem crazy, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
I love it. It's fun.
It can't be that bad to start with 17 coins on round 2.
I think this is just worker power.
Yeah.
My problem here is I need 6 workers. So I'm probably taking a worker's action. And then I need 9 coins. So worker power is awkward because it's like that extra worker that I technically don't need right now. Oh, well, I could use it to build a dwelling on G6 and fly elsewhere. That's what I could do. And then try to take a coins action. And then I'm short a worker. Is dwelling scoring and then just a worker's action better? This is a hard pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get the coin action, right? If you take worker and power.
Even if I don't, I can open with a power action regardless. So the extra power is just more coins flowing.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. I need 9 coins. So I need 4 coins and 2 workers. So the dwelling scoring.
But you also need workers, yeah.
Yeah, the dwelling scoring is almost enough coins. Like, I could basically take a worker's action, get a 2 for 1 leech, and then have enough. And then it's 3 coins, and yeah, I'd have to fly to my cult spade, which is always not the greatest, or just leave it open until round 3.
That's fine. You have so many flights when you build it this early. I think no reason to worry about wasting those.
Worker power just seems better.
Yeah, that would definitely be my choice here.
I think you should take dwelling scoring.
Huh.
I like the problem with worker power.
I might be slightly biased in that because
if I could make worker power work, I would prefer it because it's just more stuff. But the problem is it's that awkward thing. It's kind of like starting worker power as Darklings. You often still kind of want a worker's action, and it's like half of what you need, which just makes getting everything in round 2. Because I would need a worker's action and then also a coins action.
Do a 3 power to work, or worst case, right? A priest to work, even. But,
you have a priest.
It's pretty bad.
You can put it to work.
And the 3 power worker would not be that bad.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Aganis. If I'm butchering your username, please just let me know in chat. Aganis? I think it's stalling scoring. Oh yeah, there's also pressure on this worker's action. Damn. Is like everything that I'm doing here, Smoo, just annoying you somehow?
Yeah, this reminds me of our last game.
Yeah, because didn't we do this dance last time you tried a 3 TP open, and then I was just like, did stuff, and then you just pivoted to like stronghold and then wrecked me?
Yeah.
We could do that again.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Seems fun.
Seems fun.
This is, after all, an exhibition match and not the championship final.
It's true. SpaceCowboy may use spades.
So unfortunately, I cannot use my spade here.
I didn't actually know that it popped up and forced you to decline them. I just thought it would skip over that. I think that's the first time I've noticed that.
Used to watch.
Yeah, it's very in your face, right? Huh. It's like, haha, you can't use your spade.
I wonder.
Gosh, there's so many things I didn't think about here. The other super awkward thing is that if I take workers here, I'm burning below. Do I care? I mean, I should care a bit. It's not like there's a bunch of cult spades I can live off of. All right. Good old
Hard choices.
air 2 and then burning down to nothing. That seems excellent.
Well, you have 5 tokens. You're charging 4 power.
Yep.
Seems good.
And I'm going to need to burn down one of them again for the extra coin this round.
Yeah. That's perfect.
Fine.
That's definitely not the line of play I would have chosen for witches, but it's probably better. So
this probably isn't the line I would have chosen at the end of the last Fjord season when I remembered how to do all this, but
I would definitely have gone for worker power and coin section
and then just like priest to worker,
maybe I just
leech or something, and try to figure out the other worker.
I mean, three power for worker. Yeah.
I'm thinking of building my stronghold. It's a thing.
So for me, I could deny giants coins, but
you need coins.
That's why I said I'm denying you coins. It's not like I need the other option.
I mean, what else is your power this round?
A worker, so I can make a dwelling instead of a trading camp.
Yeah.
So that will give me an extra worker the following round, and I have 2 dwellings down instead of just 1. Which is probably the safer line.
Yeah, I would tend to just take coins here.
But taking coins...
I'm a bit biased here.
I mean, you're probably going to get some
Simon
leech,
would
right?
take coins that... Yeah. Simon says take coins, so that's good enough.
Oh, that's sad. I was just so happy that I was actually getting coins. I thought that this is too good to be true, and it was. So.
Do coins, take coins.
I like how when I said I think I would take coins, everyone's like, yeah, whatever, Weber. And then Simon was like, you should take coins, and it's like, okay, we're taking coins. That's where the real loyalties lie. It's in Simon, who's in my chat. It's what people actually come here to listen to.
Oh man, that ruined my. Well, what do we do now? So I really need coins from somewhere. I was hoping actually to do a temple here and then put down my landscape to finish a town. And that is not really possible anymore unless I just burn a lot of power for.
Well, don't you have exactly enough to do that?
I actually do have exactly enough to do that, so it is probably still the right play. But then the question is, what do I do with my priest? And I guess that just goes to air then.
Air, fire,
or shipping. Yeah, we're just gonna upgrade here.
So in order to town this round, you're gonna put your temple with your stronghold.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes.
I mean, I'm gonna want to build another temple in round 4 anyway, so
fair enough.
It's not a big deal where the sanctuary is gonna go, if I even get a sanctuary.
Is this an incoming sanctuary from dwarves? I don't know.
I think all the options are on the table. It could be like sanctuary, it could be a stronghold, it could be a second temple. I haven't actually figured out what I want to do.
Those do seem like all the options.
I don't think it's a sanctuary. I think
No?
I'm gonna upgrade G4. I think I'm making a second temple here.
Interesting.
Because I have the extra workers from Earth 2, so I don't need like the stronghold discount to jump. And I think the sanctuary is just a little too expensive this round for me. But
also bear in mind that the cults are wide open for you in this game.
yeah.
I think I'm just doing this
Like,
now.
giants and nomads are not interested in that at all.
Yep. They need their priests for other things, whereas I can't ship. Okay.
I think I should have probably just upgraded E5 instead of C5 because that would have gotten me some extra leech. And really, there is no reason for me to want to finish the town this round. I might as well just do it next round. So that was a mistake, I think.
I'm just gonna pip up water.
Yeah.
So do I just build my stronghold now, or do I send a priest off? I feel like priest to air is actually better here than trying to take a 3 spot. It's always the thing of, is F3 even good? It's kind of a nuisance to connect if you don't get the other stuff. Like, I don't know. F3 is annoying, but it's not that good. I think F3 is often overrated for witches when brazen. It's my, I mean, I'll probably take it if I can, but it's like, it's not worth rushing stuff for.
That's a lot of pressure on like connecting to it as well, which is not trivial here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And you have a decent shot otherwise at some connection points. So. Yeah. Sandra Cho in the chat asks what one or more of us think of Gaia Project. And I recently started playing that on BJ and am very excited about it.
I haven't played that much personally. Played a couple of training games over voice chat with Fatty B, stuff like that, but I don't know the game very well, Sandra Cho, unfortunately. But it seems very good.
I wonder if there's a case here for going Air 2 instead of Earth 1, which would have been my usual choice.
For who? Giants?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
8 power.
Because then I actually finish out. I mean, then I would finish out Air Cult this round, right? With 2 key town.
Oh yeah, that's interesting.
Oh, yeah. That's cute. But how are you affording the dwelling?
Landscape.
I'm putting down the landscape.
Oh, yeah.
But am I gonna burn a bunch of power because I'm gonna get 3, 4 from?
I mean, Earth 1 here also just seems very good for you. You've hardly built any dwellings, like. Then you can just lock out air next round, 1 worker less with a priest. Like, I don't have a town, right?
As I said, my initial impulse was definitely to take Earth 1 here, and I think that is the correct play, even if it's a slightly less interesting one.
So, interesting. So I have the power to double spade, which was not on the list of all the options, but is now there. I just
That's a great option though.
It's not bad. I just build 2 more dwellings.
Yeah, I mean it's not like you're gonna run out of dwellings for dwelling round next round, so.
Yeah, scoring tiles are for chumps. I'll make points. somehow. Yeah, this is fine. I'm not passing in front of nomads anyway. And this way, Weber doesn't have to think about F3. Everybody wins.
There's nothing I can do right now other than just build my stronghold.
You've got stronghold and then fly, right? That's the rest of your turn?
That's it.
Not really the worst only option to have, is it?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But you're gonna have to juggle some power here. It's going to be a bit annoying for you.
Yep. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit annoying.
And I'm thinking if I should put my landscape on A5 or B4. So just probably doesn't matter. But one might annoy witches later. One might annoy dwarves later.
Yeah, it annoys me if I'm trying to do C2 stuff, I guess, because it's well, it's not really a connection hex actually. It's sort of is with B3. Witches have weird connection paths through the northwest, so it's annoying.
Surely it's B4 or C4 to get you one shipping closer to C3.
Oh yeah, that is a very good point.
That makes sense. Yep.
I mean, the other option is that, like, if you want E5 to be a town, well, maybe you just
I'm gonna undo this just a second. Sorry.
Yep, no worries.
That is a very good point. It was just made.
I mean, I guess the other thought is are you just one shipping to D1 anyhow? Like, that's another common giant's path, or maybe dwarves will just tunnel there before you can. So.
D1 is mine.
Yeah.
I think I mean that was definitely the plan to go through D1, but there is a big risk in going for that, so this eliminates some of the risk, and that's just why not.
I think B4 makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
Nomads is going to pass onto big build. And Giants will pass onto something that's not Spade. Okay. I'm happy.
And then I have to, I'm flying, obviously, and I'm taking the hex next to nomads, so they can sandstorm it. Finally got your workers, Smoo. How's it feel?
Yep, that's
workers for Smoo.
Yep, that line ended up working out, so I am happy for that.
Excellent.
So are you passing just on to worker power here, space, and then I assume 7, you just have nothing else to do, you take the spade, and then I'm on cult coins, sort of my guess.
The thing is, if I can't get I mean, I could even just take the spade and 3 coins too, because I really need the coins more than the workers, and it bothers whoever passes after.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's not completely obvious.
I mean, but if you pass now, are you getting a coins action next round?
You never know, right? Smoo might take it again.
Maybe.
But, I think so. Yeah.
My read is that Smoo might actually open double dig.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Smoo needs some hexes.
And he has lots of great double dig spots. He can even take H6. There's H4, C7, D6. Like, there's lots of room for, in a dwelling round, for him to just, like, double dig, sandstorm, get out 3 dwellings.
Yeah, it's really good.
Pick up Earth 1 along the way. Yeah.
I think I'm still gonna take
the spade to be annoying.
The spade here.
All right.
That's good.
Yeah. It's really a wash for me. I think it's not a big deal. I mean, I can still take the coin section. Just need to burn a power if I don't get any leech this round, which I probably don't.
I guess I just take priest now. I don't really need the worker.
I mean,
I just get the.
Is the power cycle just better? It just brings you closer to a coins action or something. I don't know. Is the priest that good?
Giants is always taking coins, right?
Yeah, I just mean in the future. Like, I don't know. It's just power cycle.
I guess. I mean, the priest will give me like 3 power or something close to that anyway.
It's true. You probably just get the first priest to Earth next round, which is pretty nice.
Cults are wide open. I don't need the additional worker at all.
Fair enough.
Right.
What about was there a case for trading houses there?
Yeah, I thought about it. But I think I'm just jumping twice next round and passing or something. I'll see.
Yeah. Okay.
The worker would have been the 3rd jump, which would have been nice, but I also don't have enough coins.
So, considering a couple of things. Firstly, can I afford to greed out upgrading a temple before taking double dig? And the second question is, how am I actually connecting all of this? And would Webber ever go for H6 if I don't double dig first? The answer to that is probably yes.
Probably.
Although Webber would need to use 6 workers to take it, is that right?
No,
single spade.
Single spade.
Yeah. And I think, given that this is open table, but I would encourage you to just do whatever you would want to do. Do whatever you would do without the information, sort of, because it's kind of weird when you're talking about this stuff. But I think if I had to double hard dig, I don't know if single spade was available. Definitely. And then the other question to that is, like, H6 is certainly the answer to how you connect. The question to that is, how much do you care if I have H6 as long as you can sandstorm I5? Now, obviously, you sandstorming I5 and greeting a temple is better for me, but I don't know. That's how I'd sort of be thinking about this as nomads.
And then you take it one step further, like, what if I double dig, decline to build, and then greed out Earth 1 before building the dwelling? I don't think you would commit 6 workers to H6. No. But you would commit 3.
A single spade and 6 workers? No.
There's no way.
No.
So having said all of that, I'm going to take the double dig and decline build.
I think that makes the most sense. Well, except for you would. It depends on where your other spade's going to go. I mean, probably like if you're going E6 with the second one.
E6, right?
C7 is the
C7. Okay. Yeah.
If I dig E6, I have to build it, I think.
Yeah.
No, nomads aren't going to waste. Giants aren't going to waste a stomp on blocking that. So
probably not, but depends on who's playing.
Not that vindictive.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Oh yeah, Bulky does bring up the point that Giants can also use the spade together with a hard dig.
Oh, hang on. I didn't think about that. I can build a trading camp.
Oh.
Now.
Do you want a trading camp?
Why not? Well, you don't want to waste a hex. You have more workers to build dwellings.
C7, you'd get some coins from trading posts, right?
Yeah.
Well, great trading posts there.
Dwelling this round is also just 2 points and a worker production.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I don't have enough hexes yet to
build all your stuff. So
camp.
You might want them to be all dwellings, but I don't know.
All right, let's just go with it.
All right, so I'm very happy with getting a coin section here.
It did make it all the way to you. Right. Earth cult.
I think what I do here is I could just send this priest to fire. Is that what I want to do? Probably. I think I send this priest to fire. Yeah.
Yep.
Makes sense.
I mean, I would have been tempted to do it otherwise, at least. That's for sure.
That temple with no neighbor next to it just looks weird.
Yeah, so I thought about doing it on E7, but I think I'm doing that next round anyway, so I may as well delay giving you leech.
Yeah. But that's a big advantage of the no neighbor trading post, right? Is actually that you're denying leech also.
I think my jump is D1. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, the Giants are not going to spade A7 in a million years.
No, and I would have definitely taken D1 right away, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's an expected but nonetheless big blow.
Yeah, single spade and 6 workers just seems like a lot.
Do you guys have thoughts on what I should have sent my first priest to fire instead?
Of what did you do
of
for
Earth?
Section?
I sent priest to Earth.
Earth gave you 4 power.
Yeah.
I think that's
I think whichever one I left open, like Giants would have sent it to Earth if it was still available, right? Or I guess
probably.
needed it
I
for
really
ship.
needed the shipping, so it's quite. I would definitely done it on fire, right? But I'm not sure if I would done it on Earth. Probably.
Okay. Something for me to think about for later.
Maybe.
So I just flew to C2, which is obviously like, that's a decision.
Waiting.
Well, it's basically saying that I'm going to build a town, round 6 town up there, and I mean, there are still technically connection paths, but I'm just sort of like punting a big network game. Or maybe...
I mean...
Yeah, I don't know.
You should be able to connect through E4, unless... I don't think anybody wants it.
It's awkward, because I have to upgrade ship twice and then C.
Yep.
But yeah, there are ways. There's B3 on 3 ship. There's...
Yeah.
So maybe I do upgrade ship a bunch when both of those are available and take one or something.
Is it time to be friends with Giants?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem, right? Because if you delay too long, then and are in the lead, it becomes too tempting for me to just take, or someone else to just take E4. Nomads can do it cheaply. Giants might do it just to town up. Dwarfs.
Yeah. I think
So it's a bit awkward like that.
Do I? Okay, yeah. I'll come be friends with Giants. That seems fun.
All right.
I mean, this is what I get for leaving A5 open to, right? It's neighbor.
Yeah.
On A7.
I need to think about call positioning.
So, question for you guys, and I'll also open it up to chat, is who do you think's in the lead, who's in last, that kind of stuff?
Giants has the most points.
Wolves games here, a game here from the beginning, and I still do.
I think it looks pretty good for dwarves.
So
they have their town set up, and they have points coming in at the end like crazy with the strong economy. So whereas I'm gonna very quickly taper out, it seems like, but maybe not.
So, does Nomads have an action left? It doesn't.
Yeah.
Look.
I've got my Sandstorm left.
Yeah, Sandstorm. All right. And Giants has some stuff. It has a spade, probably hard dig. And Weber hasn't.
I have a dwelling to build.
Fly.
I flew, but I did a single spade on B1. That's why I flew over there, because it was 3 dwellings this round.
I'm thinking about Priest to Worker for another jump. Priest is pretty valuable on Cult, though.
Yeah.
Can you just send it to water or something, and then just do 3 power to Worker if needed? You need the coins too.
Yeah, I need the coins.
What if you did Priest to Water, by Priest, second Priest to Water to get to the 8th spot?
That would be pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
I guess it doesn't, like, I don't need to jump for the dwelling this round, because round 5 is the same thing. Yeah.
Someone said they think they like witches. Well, I might be the only person.
You have a fan.
I have a fan. I have a lot of stuff out.
Not bad. Just that stranded temple is a bit sad, but it's not the end of the world either.
Yeah, I mean, it was always going to be a stranded dwelling, right? And then I was always building 2 temples, probably. Like, it looks worse because of where my cult spade is, but like, and because I had sort of planned to do it, but like, I don't know. It's not that much sunk cost that I would have. I think I probably would have just built that there as a temple next round. You know what I mean? So it's awkward, but
Okay, so who's got actions left? The Giants have 1, 2 if they choose to decline. Dwarves have 1 at least. And Witches, you're probably passing, right? Oh no, you've got a
cult step on fire, which produces me power a half an hour from now that I can overproduce. Or I can just scoop up the dwelling tile.
Alright, so I got 4 sandstorms left. 1, 2, 3, and a spear. Okay.
Chickens know I didn't go on that rant of why single spade over hard dig. And in this case, because I'm actually passing first, oh, never mind. It's still better. Okay, good. Thank you for making a previous decision correct. Now I can go on the rant about it. Basically, I think I can't tell chickens if you're actually saying this is a good thing to talk about, or if you just know that I'm will excitedly rant on about it like a small child. But I think something that people who are really good at Terra Mystica often tell people who are trying to learn the game to stop doing is stop taking single spade all the time, and that like coins are just very good, and use your power for coins actions, because single spade is fairly inefficient as a power action. if you had to rank them all, it would be pretty low. And then the 7 coin action is just very, very strong. So like, you know, you're better off spending 4 power just taking coins and then like getting like hard digging the odd hex when you have worker production going. In this instance though, it was like coins were gone. So the evaluation is, do you want to take a single spade to save yourself 3 workers, or hard dig to save yourself 4 coins? And what I will often remind people is, although I prefer 7 coins over 3 workers, I prefer 3 workers over 4 coins. The reason that might have been nonsense is if I was about to pass right now and me taking single spade meant that I didn't have enough power to open with a coins action, which is why I'm sort of was joking a second ago to Smoo about thank you for building on E6, because that whole rant that I just made was correct, because like I'm going to still open with a coins action. I don't know if that made sense or not, but that's the thing. I find I go through these trends as I like develop my Terra Mystica game more and more. It's like you get hooked on something like single spade bad, and you never take it, and then you soften to something and you get fixated on it. So I'm in the phase of Terra Mystica, which is single spade is not always terrible. That's the current stage of Terra Mystica that I'm in. I'll get over it soon.
Single spade is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's too much hate for single spade.
There's a lot of hate for single spade. People do stuff in Terra Mystica that's really bad. I mean, this is just classic human behavior. So people overcompensate against that. They're like, everyone takes single spade constantly and then goes worker to coin conversion. So the response to that is an entire season of Arena where Nerdcube and Zorus and all these people are ranting at everyone about that single spade is a big meme and that everyone should just take coins actions all the time. So everyone's like, okay, I should just take coins. But it's usually when people are reacting to people's bad play, they sort of over exaggerate it kind of to make a point. Yeah.
I think I just need coins here more than I need spades. That accurate? Seems accurate. The spade is like 3 coins. Sorry, go ahead.
Do you prefer 4 coins, or do you prefer 3 workers? Right. That's I think the good heuristic for evaluating in Action 5 single spade.
Yep.
And my answer there is I would just prefer 3 workers and then take a coin town. Which I know is like, that's the worst combination of things that infuriates the most people, because ultimately what I'm saying is take single spade and a coin town. But it's like that combo I just think is far more economic. So I'm seeing you guys evaluate that on like 3 workers and 2 coins versus 4 coins and a cult step.
Yep.
The rare instances, or the instance where the cult coins are correct, and this is where I will tone myself down, is if next round you weren't going to hard dig anyhow, it's an incorrect evaluation of that spade being 3 workers, right? If you're hard digging next round anyhow, then that spade is 5 coins at worst, right? So it's just more stuff. But it's like, okay, Aaron, fair, but I'm not hard digging next round and I literally have no coins to get a temple out. Then you sort of bite the bullet and take the cult coins kind of thing. And it's bad, but you need to do it, right?
Mm-hmm. I also think that it's possible that like I'll just get the other tile. Like I guess I'm sending like a priest at least to the cult.
What do you mean the other tile?
Yeah, like whichever one I don't take. Like I guess nobody really cares about this spade.
I see.
So
you're gambling that you're gonna have a short round, and you pass on to the spade in the dwelling round. Anyhow, yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Wow,
I also don't
that was quick. I don't even think my screen loaded before that disappeared.
That was like a pre-move in chess.
It's to go first. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a pre-move.
It was pretty spicy.
I think it is to be this.
I think it's. Yeah, I think it's water one time. Just about.
Yeah, water one seems good.
Nomads, you did rescue your TP. That's cool.
Bulky, that is a lot of math that I unfortunately don't have time or attention to break down right now, but I very much appreciate. Yes, I will come back to that. So everyone's rushing temples for Water 1. So how's that shaking out, and who cares?
4 for 3. I can't be bothered thinking.
I guess my temple's just going down here in F8 land, and then this is just a sanctuary. Maybe.
Yeah.
How optimistic are witches to get a third town? Well, chickens, me building a trading post right here indicates that that I don't have to bridge down to G9 if I don't want to, and I can do a weird mess of no neighbors down here, which seems really awful. So that wasn't a very good answer. I want a neighbor that will give me adjacency and not annoy me. Sorry, go ahead.
Are you thinking you're going to get a town on the East Island and a town on the Southeast? Is that what you're aiming for?
What I'm saying is that, like, so I'm building a temple right now and I have no neighbor in the Northwest, so I might as well just build it on F8. And so if I'm building it on F8, then I can just sanctuary there for a town, F6, 7, and 8, and I don't need to bridge down to G9.
Yeah.
Right? So if I'm not bridging down to G9, then it leaves the possibility open of G9, F9, H8 stuff with an ugly double dig and maybe a neighbor. Like, it's a bit of a stretch of a town, but it's...
Right.
Like, yeah. The way this is a town is if giants ship to H7 or something and give me a neighbor. I don't know.
Ooh, power.
I'm not taking this because it won't be able to flow over in time. I'll be making 6 power income.
I actually should have taken priest last round, and I'm actually surprised that it's coming back to me now. Given that this is a priest to coins round.
Mm-hmm.
On the other hand, I mean, dwarves have all the priests they could ever need, but well, and not really, and no priest in the bank also.
Yeah, I'm not sending all my priests anyway.
Is the audio cutting out for anyone else?
Not for me.
Mostly Webber's audio is was cutting out a little bit for me before.
Can you guys hear me now okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might have just been dancing around in my seat a bit and not talking into the mic like I'm supposed to. I'm trying to decide if I want this 4 for 3, and I think the reason that I'm hesitant about it is I could send a priest to fire and have this flow back down so I don't overproduce, but then basically all I'm doing here is taking overpriced coins. I think I'm going to decline this. And good point, Jekyll. Thank you. Don't forget landscape while you have 2 TE. Yeah, absolutely. There'll be a landscape down before a sanctuary in round 6. If not in round 5, then I'll probably do that in round 6 if I need one. I guess water 1 is probably better. If I build all this stuff, That's water one's 12 points. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. The thing is, I can see having dwellings left on my board. I think probably just water one. It's better than it's better than earth one. Who doesn't? Oh, it's giants that don't have water one.
Yeah, I was thinking if I should fight for it, but honestly, I'm probably not going to get around to building that many trading posts, is what I figure.
And then dwarves just temple for earth one this round. Kind of like blocking that. It's tricky, actually.
What are you considering?
I'm considering taking Earth 1 here as opposed to Water 1.
Oh, yeah, go for it. I was planning to build some TPs this round, actually.
So you've got 8 structures in play already. So you're thinking you're getting what, 7 more in a landscape?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like having the hexes to build all that stuff is. Water one's safer.
So I mean, is anybody else looking to 3 Earth 1? Is what I would look at here.
Dwarves probably should, I think.
Yeah, dwarves probably should. But I mean, so that's, I think, a good case for taking all Earth 1. Because they need Earth 1 more than I need Water 1.
I don't think I need Earth 1 that much.
No, maybe not.
Like, I'm not planning to build a second temple for it this round, so if you want, like, if anybody else wants Earth 1, they can have it, because I'm not fighting for it right now.
Wouldn't you just, like, what else are you doing this round? You have a TP up, wouldn't you just build a temple for Earth 1? You have tons of coins. You have, like, 8 power and 11 coins incoming. Seems...
I think I want to build, like, a TP and do a jump. Like, I want to free up some dwellings on my board.
Fair enough.
I also might, like, I guess it's just here to feed giants. Yeah. Something's always going to end up here anyway.
So now I'm looking here, is Webber or Smoo gonna build anything next to me here?
Next to where?
Sorry, in terms of, so if I take this leech, I will have the next, I cannot take more leech this round?
Oh, I see.
So that's a consideration here, but I guess Smoo is going to build a temple, right?
You would expect me to build another TP.
You're in the TP now, right? Yeah. So I'm going to decline this one.
Next one's...
So also have this round. I definitely need to use my stronghold action, and then I'd like a priest probably to fire. Oh, priest to water seems kind of interesting.
So, wait, but you could have sent the priest to air earlier and fought with that called action. Was that a consideration?
No, I didn't have a key. Giants had a key. I could have. I'm notorious for not fighting. No. I roll over and die quickly. I fight for a lot of seconds and cheap points. I'm bad at, I don't know. Unless I'm going full ham on cultiness, I don't often, like, put as much attention probably as I ought to into the top parts of cults. Like, I'll rush 3 spots and, like, try to get cheap seconds and stuff. But, like, I'm keyless witches. I don't want to town up until round 6, and like I guess we could just have both chilled at what, spot 8, and then I could try to like
hard time getting the, or could have been awkward getting the last step for me.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Maybe I shouldn't do that, but I'm gonna take this.
Yeah. Yes, it's always nice getting the last priest to a cult, right, and getting in a good spot with that.
Yeah. I mean, arguably, maybe what I should just be doing there is just fighting fire better, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'll take the leech.
My leech wasn't good enough for you.
No, exactly. So let's see. I'm gonna send a priest to fire, definitely. The question is always how much power to convert into coins before passing the action. We'll do. So I think we're at a stage in the game where I would prefer often to miss out on a leech and instead get more efficient leech, depending on the. So in the case of my game here, I don't think I have the best resource to point conversion options at the end. Because I'm not gonna get a third turn or something. So in that case, you need to be careful with taking leech. Whereas if you have great options for converting to points at the end, you'll just want to take all the leech you can get until the very last.
Okay, so who's got actions left? It's hard to tell.
You also want to go within some of those for something, right? Are they just going to convert them to workers before passing?
My priests?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm converting them to workers. I might send one to like the one spot on fire.
So, because I can pass now for the spade tile and take coins.
And
I
really,
don't know why I'm thinking of doing. I know why I'm thinking of doing anything else there. As soon as I said that out loud, I'm like, why am I not just doing that? So yeah, let's do that.
Looks good.
Yep, makes sense. So pass. I mean, I don't have to pass here. I could hard dig a dwelling, which is pretty good. I'm happy to do that if it meant getting on a pass tile. That made sense. So I'm just gonna work that out. So Smoo's pass. So it goes to giants. Giants could build a temple or another trading post. Hard to tell what they're up to.
I can't really build a non-expensive TP any place that it will go into a town at least.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Do I care if doors are in front of me? They're probably passing. I do like an extra dwelling this round. So I could just do that. Because the two tiles that seem interesting to me are the trading post tile. And worker power 2 coin is not actually that bad.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm going to dig a dwelling down. I'm on the dwelling tile. So it's I was going to hard dig next round anyhow. So this is just me getting a worker for a point. Which I'm not sad if I had to pass up on that for a pass tile, but given that I don't really care.
I think I want to build a temple here, although it's might be a mistake. I was considering if I should just if I should dig B6 and jump to D6 just to really screw with nomads here.
Sorry, say that again. You were a little bit muffled.
I could dig B6 and jump to D6.
True.
Yeah, seems good. I mean, I don't know how much.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
I don't know how much it bothers nomads. I mean, nomads will. Maybe they give up their coins action and Sandstorm D5 first action, but like they haven't. Oh, yeah, they do that and then they can get E9.
Yeah. If you take D6, you gotta commit. And it means like a lot of hexes.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I don't. Well, wait a second. Space doesn't have to commit to also taking E9. They can just take D6 because it's a hex of theirs.
Yeah.
And
true.
Allow nomads to, I don't know, possibly give up a coins action for tempo and D5, and you get a hex and they cause some confusion. I mean, taking B. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
So the opportunity cost is not building a temple essentially.
And also, that's 2 dwellings you're not building next round in the dwelling round.
That's right. So you're paying 9 track points, in order to get 2 workers and the priest. You miss out on a priest, you get 2 workers, and it's tempo on stuff. So it's expensive.
I think I'm just gonna go for the.
I think this
water 1 or water 2 option here. That is.
Probably makes sense.
Spicy water too.
I mean, the thing is it's not like D6 like you'd be shipping to H7 next round. So it's not quite like it opens up another red in a dwelling round or something, right? Like,
no, that's right. It doesn't.
It's not. Yeah.
It would open up F9 though, if that's still around somehow.
Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't it be? Is Webber really going to want to dig that without having any neighbors around? I don't see it.
I don't know. It's a good question. Okay, so now I do pass. So, do I want a trading post tile? How many trading posts am I actually building next round? Can I get out 2 trading posts and 2 dwellings? Yep, I can. So it's 4 points on the trading post tile, at least. Maybe I get out a 3rd one somehow that I'm not thinking about. versus 3 power and 2 coins. Probably is okay. Okay. I will just say it's acceptable for me to score points. Usually it's unacceptable.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to pass here. Not use my water 2 tile. Just a bit sad.
Not use your what?
My water 2 tile.
Oh, you took water too.
Yeah.
Right. That's a vibe.
So that's a sunk cost, and I definitely need to take the dwelling bonus tile here, or otherwise I think 7 should jump in front of me on it.
Yeah. I'm snapping it off. But now I don't have to.
Now you have all the time in the world to do jumps and what have you.
Now I get to jump and build some TPs. Everything's great.
Yeah.
Slightly off topic, but a friend of mine was playing and streaming some Elden Ring earlier today. Are any of you folks like Souls series fanatics?
Nope.
No?
I do not know what that is.
Okay, so none of you guys are jumping at joy that Elden Ring is out today. Okay, fair enough.
No. I've watched some people stream it, but I'm not going to play it myself.
All right, fair enough. Good talk. Tough crowd.
I read somewhere that George or Martin wrote some lore for it. Is that right?
Sorry, you're a bit muffled. Sort of going in and out. Say that again.
I read somewhere that George R. Martin wrote some of the lore for that game.
I don't actually know. Yeah, I'm not sure. I've seen some gameplay. I haven't read in detail that much about the game itself, but I think this last Priest of Fire seems acceptable. Yeah. My precious single spade will be just waiting for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, my third town dreams are really contingent on giants or something.
How about coins? Might be time to advance dig.
Why advancing dig?
Well, I want to convert these coins to points somehow. And
you could build stronghold, right?
Yeah, I can build the stronghold, but like I also need a spade action in order to be able to jump more than once, and I don't really want to take a spade action.
Right.
So I think like nobody wants the workers, so I should be able to take them later. Yeah, I think it's fine.
Seems fun. So Smoo, do you just take d5 here anyhow?
Yeah. So my plan is to take d5 and then e9 and then up ship and take i7.
Right. Just ship
that's
right
what I'm
around my town.
You
You won't just stop off at h7 for a coffee just for something to do.
I don't think there are aspirations for towns. But I technically haven't wasted any dwellings.
I was about to say that you haven't overtowned anywhere, like.
So, because if I sanctuary on E7 for 5, that gives me 2 6 valued settlements already.
Yep.
If I add 2 dwellings to D5 and E9, that one makes that 6 whatever 6 power of buildings. So it's not out of the realms of possibility in terms of structures, but I'm not awake enough to do the math on that.
Hot take. Isn't it actually not that complicated to do 4 towns? Isn't this like a fair, like you sandstorm D5, you spade E9, like you don't even need a hard dig in there. Yeah. I7 is a free hex. You need 2 hard digs in round 6. I8's the sandstorm, and you need 2 hard digs. Like, oh, of course, now I am talking you into H7.
Are available. The structures and the hexes are available. I don't know about the actual resources. That said, I always like it when you get Fire 2 and then you get to make 3 towns at once. That is pretty spicy. But anyway, none of that is going to stop me from taking D5. So I'm just going to do that anyway. And I can actually... Oh no, it's a dwelling round, so just put down dwellings.
Time to accept a 4 for 3. Probably.
Gosh, I just, like, 4 towns here is so doable, I'm just realizing. Sorry, Smoo, I'll stop playing your game and start playing mine. But, like, you actually have the coins for shipping. Like, you just get to I7 this turn.
Yeah. That part worked out.
That's so cheap.
But that's as far as it got.
Huh.
If someone in chat wants to do the math on whether get to the 4th town next round, that'd be great.
No, they don't need a 5 hex town. So they have 2 trading posts. Nomads have 2 trading posts, and they even have 4 structures left. So they actually get to I9, and then they expensive TP there if I'm not there. Anyhow.
But you'll be on H8, right?
Well, I mean, without avoiding collusion here, you coming to, yeah, I would try to go for another town, probably. So I should start thinking about towns. Is anyone ever going to be my friend? Giants will be my friend this round. That's really nice. Really looking forward to some company on C3.
Well.
Where am I
They
trading?
did just up ship.
It's true.
So who's in the lead now?
Not me.
Hard to say.
I called not it. Nomads, 4 town, Earth 1, Water 1 nomads.
Yeah, right?
4 towns is a lot of towns.
Yeah.
And you have both scoring favors?
It's a lot of towns.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've decided on your behalf, Smoo, that this stream is a democracy, and we've decided on your behalf that this is a 4-town game.
Okay.
And also, this disproves the whole starting trading post kills your network.
Yeah, and building an expensive trading post is fake news.
Yeah, that trading post on C8 was.
I think I need to double spade and take C3, which is a little incongruent with advancing digs, but I think I need.
I mean,
hexes.
Is advancing digs and just double hard digging somewhere worse?
Just like I can go to E3 instead.
What are you talking? Oh, I see. You're talking about to open up other grays. I thought you meant for. Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah. Well, like, because if I take C3, it like kind of handicaps Giants Network as well. Not just.
Yep.
Like, I'm thinking about like taking double dig, plopping down like 2 dwellings, and then like fully advancing digs next round or something.
Mm-hmm.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean tempo's a real thing in this game, you know. So it's...
Wait, what? Just
you can.
Oh yeah, because I did the jump. Okay, I was like, where did my workers go?
Right. It looked like you hard dug with them. Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Chat, am I just dead last here? Is that what's happened?
The silence is deafening.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to depend a lot on if you get E4 or not.
Yeah.
Me? Ugh. I don't really want E4. It seems so expensive. And you know how cheap I am. I think I want to take F9 before Giants get any clever ideas. And by clever, I just mean expanding, normally. Doing normal Giants things. So do I just dig my landscape down there? Do I dig a dwelling down there? Probably. And then TP and then fly to H8. Seems better.
It is a dwelling round after all.
Yeah, I heard they're okay. I heard dwellings are okay.
Pull up dwellings.
Okay, so I'm just okay bulky if I pull off 3 towns and then also connect. All right, that's a tall order.
This was a really rough round, right? Losing I wanted F9 or C3, but now both of them are gone. For me for being greedy.
Yeah.
Now with a loss of where to go.
You can always ship to H7.
I can, yes. And I do have to upgrade ship anyway, I think. So I will do that.
And if you're going to 3 ship, then you just need to take E1 somehow. Like, it's your only... I mean, probably it's safe. I don't think dwarves are super interested in just, like, digging that. But, like, is your Giant's ability going on E3 this turn?
Yeah, I mean, that would be the... Yeah, that's...
And then you, like,
definitely...
TP3 dwelling this round or something, if you can afford all that still.
So if I had not needed to do shipping 3, I could have also advanced it. I was short on coins, but
yeah,
but that would have been an option. Just dig out wherever and kind of ignore the free tiles. But I need to advance shipping for points anyway, so might as well get it done.
All right, so I'm building a trading post here, and then flying to H8 is probably my next move. Ugh, is someone in chat gonna force me to use my landscape next round? Gosh, I probably end up using it on fire or something silly. If I'm coming in last, it's not like I need the 5 VPs. Thanks, Civ. Dwarves, how do you connect to this game? Do you just pick a hex, any hex?
B3.
I'm gonna landscape somewhere.
B3 is the cheapest, basically. Well,
A4 is the same, right?
Yeah, okay. So you just dig something random next round.
Yep. Yeah. Nobody's gonna nuke my connection.
No. Maybe I was supposed to, that might have been a small mistake. Maybe I was supposed to.
No, if you didn't take that, I would definitely have dug it.
No, manually build, because maybe I have enough resources to 2 TP. Like, I have enough resources to just build 2 trading posts, but I could, like, priest to worker, and, like, I could have just built that and then maybe flown to I6. I'm not sure. I6 is obviously underwhelming when you don't need it to connect, when you're not connecting. Yeah, I don't know. That might have been an error.
Were you supposed to put your special landscape here?
No, I think my landscape is next round on like E10 or
G10.
G10.
That you would do it, but and I guess you're still digging, right? You're still digging G10, so you're gonna have a.
Yeah, exactly. Or E10 is also a double dig. It's expensive, but it's probably just a double hard dig. It just needs to happen before I build my sanctuary.
It's just one of those things where I sometimes find, you postpone it, and then in the end you actually don't really need to do a dig, except you need to dig to put down the landscape, but you had free tiles otherwise.
Yeah, and I might not build my landscape. Like, I could just hard dig and build a dwelling. I mean, it doesn't really make much difference because I don't have Earth 1, but like either of those kind of make sense.
No, it's purely for network considerations.
Right. There is a good point that Civ makes that that I might miss out on fire too. I might just not build my landscape because, again, it has network implications not building it because it's another structure you can't take. Possibly there's an argument that the lack of utility of it will hurt me on fire. But the truth is that if I'm not building any more dwellings anywhere, I can just hard dig G10 and fly there. And it's the same cost.
You shouldn't be concerned about fire too. I'm not taking it.
Yeah.
I have too many pips in my towns anyway.
Yeah, is there a commonly agreed term to what that actually means, like pips, or in terms of like how many, what building value you have in your town?
Oh, I would just call it power level.
All right.
Like, you're talking about the building size, like a sanctuary being 3 and a temple being 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that's actually called in the rule book. I just call it like power level or building size, I guess.
I could put a priest somewhere, but I think the big building tile is better than anything else. So let's do that.
It's pretty big.
Who passed first? Dwarves.
Me.
And dwarves may not actually want coins.
I
you've got a lot.
need workers.
Yeah, so it's just pass now.
I got some digging to do. I got some jumps. I think I have 0 points on past tiles this game. That's fun.
Yeah. Do I get Giants past tile, and how much do I care?
See. Into advanced tips. Build a sanctuary. 6 workers.
I guess I can always
Dig down the valley. 9 workers. Dig down a landscape and jump. It's 4 more work.
Is a priest to earth even worth it here?
Oh, yeah, it's 4 on my.
I have a hard dig coming in, so that spade is not terrible. So is it worth buying a priest and sending 2 to a cult and delaying for 6 points and 2 coins? These are the questions. I give up on passing quicker than other people, I find.
I did consider taking the priest, but I figured I would end up wasting a bunch of power doing it, and didn't think it was probably worth it. That could have been a mistake, though.
I think I pass here because I just need the workers.
Yeah, I mean, 3 coins, it's a lot of resources, right? So.
It is. It's a lot of resources to spend on nothing to then get 2 coins and 6 points when I could just keep that priest as, like, keep those 3 coins, get 2 more coins and 3 workers. Like, I also just need the stuff if I'm going to 3 town here. So I'm just passing. I have 3 TPs up. Yeah, that's nice. That's points. Points are okay to have.
People love points.
So my chat has all kinds of crazy ideas about sanctuarying for water 3, taking a cult town and using my landscape to steal water. I've heard fire 2 and steal fire. Oh, I don't want to have to think through all that. Probably one of those wild things is correct, and I'm just gonna like take fire 2 in a cult town and let be one. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. 18. 6, 11. Yeah, okay. More coins than I could ever need. I think nobody in their right mind's taking workers except me, so I do not need to. I do not need to take them. So I guess sanctuary time. Yeah. Okay.
Not doing math.
I'd be cheating.
only took what? Yeah, 1. Okay, cool.
Yeah. At most, Earth 1's gonna be 4 points for me, so I think it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
Wondering if I should just build a sanctuary for Fire 2 and scoop up the 11-pointer. I actually have... Oh, I need to add 3 coins for the expensive TP. I need a trading post and a sanctuary and a 3-worker dig, assuming I fly to my hex to 3 town, which is 9 workers, and if I single spade with my power, then it's...
Is there a...
Or no, it's 9 workers with a single spade.
So if you take Fire 2, I would probably also take Fire 2, right? And in the hope that dwarves would take it and deny it to nomads. Yes, they really need it.
Oh, I can't take Fire 2 anymore. I already built my sanctuary. I don't have the workers to throw around.
I mean, then I just do sanctuary, 2 TPs and a trading camp, and not get a 4th town.
Yeah.
I guess my point is dwarves should probably maybe dwarves and giants should have taken Fire 2 to deny to either witches or nomads.
That's... I think, yeah, that's reasonable. Especially since like Fire Cult's very contested.
Yeah.
My chat wants me to connect here. My problem with it is I could like take a coin town and 2 ship towns or something, but I would have to sink most of that cost in and then see if A, digging dwarves could take E4, or giants or nomad. It's like the worst trinity of anyone. You're asking 3 people to not make the smallest effort possible to ensure you know what I mean? It's like that's a bad combo. I guess the only saving grace... No, the problem is that, and here's where B4 was annoying, is that if there's 2 connection hexes, usually you can get away with one, because if someone takes 1 hex, then you jump and take the other. But I don't have a backup. Like B3 doesn't connect me, so there's just no connection here. Yeah, I don't connect. I have the resources to do everything I want, so I do just Fire 2 here. I must found a town. I think I just take the 11-pointer. And then I take Fire 2.
I've not got the math for how much stuff I need.
So. And then I take Fire 2.
We'll just power.
And I do that.
So I was considering here if I should build a sanctuary just to gain tempo on town tile. I think that's probably worth it here, if a bit strange.
That sequence is really annoying, Space. That Fire 2 plus a cult town.
Yeah, and I mean now I have tempo to be annoying with my dig as well. Whereas I could have upgraded 2 trading posts somewhere else and then build a 6 structure town, but it's lousy tile most likely, and also not have the tempo to be annoying with digs.
So now I'm in the weird position where I can give up 5 points for an 8-point swing. If I use my landscape on G10. landscape on G10 that only I can see bulky. Oh, there's no landscape anymore because of my temples. That's why I'm good at this game.
I am going to commit the least amount of resources on this
move. I see. Yes, intentions have been communicated. Well, I'll leave that up. The table will let giants decide how to handle that. I think I'm just taking a priest down here.
Well, the thing is, I can't put a dwelling down right now because I'm out of dwellings. So, and digging it to raid is not really going to be you. Now we see the power of witches. Suddenly those points are...
Yeah, I'm still not sure if it's enough. I have 10 cult points, no air 1 points, no pass points, and no network. So when I click pass, I have 10 points to add. Yeah, I just don't think I want this leech.
How do dwarves connect here? Is that... I mean...
A4
Yeah.
Wonder how bad a temple for fire 3 and then just 3 priests to work or hard dig and get out my town that way is. Like, because the normal thing to do here is take single spade, decline build. Spade, decline build. Fly, town. I then have 2 workers and a coin, which are a resource, and then 3 priests. And then those 3 priests, 2 go to earth. They're probably worth 2 points. So that whole sequence is worth like 3 points, 5 on nomads. Versus building a temple is just 4. 8 to giants. Seems weird to spend 3 priests to just hard dig, but I don't know what else better I can do with these resources. This is where I'm looking for someone like Chickens to validate my wild plans. He's usually the one when I see wild things to be like, no, it's actually not terrible. Is this just better, people? Right? What else am I doing with these resources? I mean, it's bad that is good. There's a quote. Someone clip that. It's bad that is good.
So I'm thinking here that I probably want to take b3, just to make it a little more expensive for dwarves to connect.
A4 is the same.
A4, B3 is the same.
Well, except one is not a jump, right?
Yeah.
And is that a good thing or bad thing? That's the question.
It impacts what. Yeah, it changes what key I take.
And I don't really see the value of. I mean, I could take I6 or something, but no.
So Smoo, you really rushed for this fourth town as opposed to just towning the towns you have now.
Well, I have to. Well, I probably should do it now.
I mean, I'm hilariously 3 turns away from building a dwelling on G10 because it's that kind of game. But I did scoop up the 11 and the 9.
Yeah, I'm just doing some math at the moment to work out how many resources I need.
Oh, you might want resource towns.
Yeah. I need a coin town somehow to ship.
Wait, don't you need oh, your sanctuary in there?
Shipping's 4 coins. So
don't you need 5 resources?
18 coins.
Yeah.
I currently have 12 coins. Alright, so I need a. Let's work this out. So what else am I taking? Priest and. That's got to be the worst 8-point town ever. So
it's not great.
Let's.
But yeah, it's 9, 8, and 5 here, right? Because you just need a single coin town, and then you could have just taken all 11-point towns if such a thing existed. Like 1 coin town gives you what you need, I think, if my math is correct.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 1 coin town. Is all I need.
Here come the points.
Yes. It's a lot of points.
Fire 2. Oh, I guess the 8-pointer isn't that actually that bad because of the fire 2. It actually makes it like a 10-point. Because it'll give you the bump on fire and air.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. The 8-pointer's never bad. Yeah, it's pretty rare that the 8-pointer's that bad. There you go, 7. Just jump there with your double range town.
Appreciate the assist.
Yeah, no worries. I'm pretty excited for the inevitable coin town that I'm gonna get, which is literally just 2 resource points.
Pretty good.
All right, everyone, no one look.
You gotta put those priests to work, you know?
Why didn't I town now? I don't have the resources, Simon. Yeah, I decided not to go the landscape line. So I'm going to fly there.
I mean, you beat me to the town anyway, so. Oh, but Seven's got his town coming in.
Wait, what town is anyone? I don't think anyone cares. I think a worker town is 7 points for me. Oh, I guess a worker town's 8 points because I have a coin.
I need to take the worker town.
Yeah. So coin towns is 7 points. So I should have towns now. I don't know what you mean, chickens. I literally don't. I don't think I could have. Or are you talking about another player? I need my. Oh, I do have 2 temples. Yeah. Right. I honestly forgot I had 2 temples, and so that was a point mistake. It's sort of the same. Anyhow, it's fine. Yeah, so it was a point mistake plus whatever annoyance that would have done to dwarves, which I don't really know. So the question is, chat, does 134 beat anyone here? Maybe 136 if Smooth's nice to me on water. Everyone else has network, giants of network, pastile, cults. You have 20.
I didn't see the bonus tile cult bump.
Got him.
Missed it. Then I should not have taken leech here. But...
Nicely done, Smoo. I mean, your cults are an absolute disaster.
Or towns.
But
what is the cult track? I'm not aware of this mechanic.
Yeah. It's this random and unrelated mini game that you also play.
It's a sub game.
It's a sub game. You also bake a cake partway through.
Yeah.
There should be a board game arena achievement for 4 towns. It's always beautiful to see.
Yeah. I think it just auto wins on my stream. There's a plugin that I have. So I'm doing nothing but passing for 0 and getting basically no points anymore. So that's fun. All right. Smoo, are you upgrading ship and getting a dwelling out? Yeah.
That's the plan.
Yeah, right. Right. Okay.
We're playing the welding though.
B6. Where's
A6, G7,
like anywhere.
C4.
C4 makes. I think there's a million places.
No, I was thinking in terms of getting the dig, but they're single spade, obviously.
Yeah, so Smoo, you're like 155 here.
I'm not doing. I don't do math.
You don't? Oh, it's so fun. Oh, and you have a ship advance. Yeah, there's so many points for you.
Yeah.
I only do math if it's going to possibly change what my actions are, and it's not. So,
So what went so well for you here, Smoo? Because your opening was kind of a disaster, right? A little bit? Like...
Probably I got coins in rounds 1 and 2. And then I got onto the big building tile for round 3, so I actually had the workers to do what I wanted. And typical yellow leech on fjords.
Right.
Probably came through as well.
Right. And then when did you take Earth 1 and Water 1? In round 4? No, round 3 you took Earth 1. I think.
Yeah, round 3 for Earth round during the drilling round. Yeah.
Yeah, that's always nice. Simon's confirming that, yeah, I might be last. Simon's here for me like that.
Oh yeah, trading camp. Let's see. It's a point either way, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was stupid.
A point either way?
Sorry, I mean going fire or air. It's a point either way.
Oh.
Yep. It's neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fire gives you a power, but it's not apt to turn into a resource point. And this is a pass for you, Space.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was not the most efficient use of resources last round here.
I think Giants are 143 here. Well, good game, everyone.
Good game.
GG.
That was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. They always. Oh no, that first one I did with you guys was not fun, but the other ones have been.
Yeah, it's always amazing to me when you see, like, when players are fairly confident that an auction is roughly fair, and then one of the players, like, had a really kind of a disastrous opening that wasn't really foreseen, or at least we didn't talk about it. Perhaps we should have seen that pressure, but I think it's fair, like, none of us really talked about it, about taking single spade. That's kind of part of the calculation. So your opening was kind of awkward, and then you just pull out this incredible game. Because we were, well, at least myself, I sort of had dwarves as actually the favorite for part of the game. It just looked quite nice. You got some spades, you were getting your jumping around quite a bit, you had a decent economy, you were getting lots of your gray hexes. But yeah, so I don't know. Maybe the last time I really did like a good deep dive into how I felt about the game. The hell? Okay. Was like sort of in the middle of the game. I don't know if something changed there, and we haven't like hadn't really discussed it after that, or we just had it completely wrong. But like, I guess what I'm trying to figure out is like when did you guys think Nomad's game got so juiced up and so powerful, and what kind of happened to dwarves here?
So I scored 50 points off the track. I think that's scoring tiles is the track, right?
Yeah.
I always forget. Yeah, I have never ever scored that many.
Wow.
Before.
Oh, I see. Okay, that is pretty fantastic.
A lot of points.
I think I've seen that. How did you got 50? Well, I guess you got 4 round 6 towns. I mean, that's part of the answer. You got 20 points in the last round on the track.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. I think the only other time I've seen that is like on some pretty Wicked Alchemist games. With like round 4 digs, round 6 towns kind of stuff. That's pretty wild. Do you guys want to pick apart my game a little bit? What do you think went so disastrous here for witches? What terrible, terrible mistakes did I make?
You should not have gone for H6. You should have built the initial just abandon f5 right from the get-go.
Uh-huh.
I think it was expensive.
How do you think that was? Because I might not be seeing this. The reason I maintained that I didn't hate it is because like did it slow me down at all? Like let's just say I abandon f5, which is sort of the normal thing to do, unless the leech party's over there. Maybe you strand a temple, but like there wasn't really a ton of sunk cost over there anyhow. Or the fact that I used my cult spade in a place that was never a town, is that just that much more inefficient than I'm giving it credit for?
I mean, did you need to build 3 temples this game? I guess is what I'm getting at. That seems like a lot.
Well, the third temple was just awkward because I had nothing to do, right? I built, I took an econ favor in round 1 to get the spade, and then I took water 1 to get my landscape out, which I decided against, and then a sanctuary, sort of the third favor. I think that the fourth favor is a little awkward looking, but I think that was just me looking at my resources and realizing it was sort of like a point or 2 better or something, as opposed to just trying to attack Earth with my priests. But yeah. Is f5 a good start spot with no temp ship? Jekyll says.
If you don't start f5, giants go down that coast, right?
Yeah, I think that's the idea.
And then you never connect.
Right. Oh, AJ says I think it typically is not either. So Jekyll, AJ, and also anyone else in chat who is sort of in this camp, where would you have started here as witches? Is there a world where I actually just start F3?
What about D2?
D2? Oh, yeah. I guess. But then, like, what does that do? It's just another sort of random hopping off point? Oh, just start F3. Oh, Jekyll and AJ. Okay. That's, if there are only dwarves in the game, you think it's F3. Interesting. And then you just dig E4, you have a sanctuary town over there. Interesting. And Simon's team C2 also. Okay. Interesting. Sorry, go ahead.
If you start C2, you're not getting neighbors there. You didn't get any neighbors there for a very long time, right?
Yeah. Oh, yep. Simon's correcting himself. He says he's team F5. Okay, so he did like my starting spot. Yeah. Yeah, interesting. Space, what are your thoughts on your game? What do you think you could have like possibly done differently, maybe to?
I should have done C3 instead of whatever I did at some point. That was a big one.
You should have dug which hex?
C3. So the dwarves took in the northwest.
Oh, C3.
Yeah.
Oh, you should, right.
So I figured I wanted either that one or F9, and I didn't. And suddenly both of them were gone in the same round.
Right.
It was a big blow because I had to waste a lot of resources in doing inefficient things.
Right. And that had network implications, I assume.
Yeah. So sure. That would have taken the network from wolves. It still wouldn't have done anything in terms of catching Smoo, right? So I guess I should have heard Smoo somehow, but I'm not really sure what I could have done there.
You could have used your round 6 dig on I9.
I didn't have any dwellings to put down there.
All right, you didn't have dwellings. Yeah.
No, so you had to hurry to get them, I think you did.
Sorry, what was that?
I'm saying Smoo had to take I9 as fast as possible, and he did. He didn't waste any time. He could have taken the nicer, maybe town tiles, but by finishing the first 3 towns first.
Mm-hmm.
And then I could have taken I9, but that was not the case.
I knew there was a danger of losing that spot, because let's say I commit a resource down there, then lose I9, and then 7 suddenly decides, hey, you know what, this Fire 2 tile looks pretty good. Then I might not even complete the 3 towns I had set up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess my thought there is like, what really was the risk in just opening with a sanctuary? Because if giants were going to take I9 or something, weren't they just going to
Yeah, I mean, I definitely would have taken I9. Yeah.
Where did you stomp in the last round?
I ended up taking
Was it just
B3.
B3? Yeah,
Yeah.
which is enough. It did nothing essentially. So,
right.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, what do I get out of it? I get an 11 pointer instead of the 8-point town or something.
Yeah.
No, that's not worth the risk.
Right. Yeah, makes sense. Very cool. If anyone has any questions in chat, please feel free to write them in, just as we sort of wrap things up with folks. Do you guys have any sort of final thoughts on the game, or anything in the board state or in the game stats that you wanted to sort of break down before we wrap things up?
No, thanks for the game. It was fun.
Yeah.
Cool.
This was great.
One last thing I just wanted to sort of notice, I literally just stumbled across this as I was asking you guys that, but also if you just look at, this always used to be a bit of a proxy for doing well in a game that I used to pay a bit more attention to, but if you look at 7 coin actions and look at the distribution of them, Smoo, you get 7 coin actions in a 6-round game with 4 players.
Yeah,
it's a lot of
that certainly helped.
Yeah.
That was definitely a key moment in my game, was the fact that you took that action when you already had, was it 17 coins or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was definitely the right move. I mean, it would have, just my game would have gone off the rails from there. Just really exploded.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it was mostly a block on you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, coins are never bad, but yeah. And obviously I passed first in round 4 to get them in round 5.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And then passed second in round 5 after 7 who didn't need
Right. You were passing second, but you knew. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet to pass on to an 8-point tile going into the last round, fairly confident that you're getting a coins action out of the deal. That's pretty juicy. Yeah. And coins, though, like even early, like it can be deceiving. I've seen like some people will say like, well, I have 15 coins. What do I need another coins actions for? But like you had a lot of coins at that point, but it was also the turn you were about to build an 8-coin stronghold into 4 more coins worth of dwellings. Like you were already set up to spend 12 coins. Do you know what I mean? Like coins just go quick, especially if you're building strongholds and stuff, and then dwellings just being the most coin intensive building in the game. So it was nice to sort of have that second coin action under your belt and sort of, know where your next meal was coming from. So
the only time you can really have too many coins is if you don't have the worker economy to do anything with them.
Sure, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So if I hadn't been able to pass onto the big building tile, then that game would have been quite different, because that would have been 2 less dwellings that turn, which would have been 2 less workers the following turn, and so on. So I don't know, sometimes things just break well, and you win.
Yep. No, I mean, you also played an amazing game, Smoo. I mean, it was pretty awesome. I mean, you are a very good Nomads player, so I was really happy to have you on stream and watch you put together a really awesome game. Simon makes a point, like, if your coins action doesn't make you lose anything else, go for it, right? Like, if it's a dwelling ground and you need hexes to build dwellings, and you could take, and it's going to lose you double dig, well, then there comes a cost to it. But, like, in your case, like, you were short a worker, but you had 4 power in Bolt 2, you had a priest, you send to a cult, get a little leech. It's not that hard to get another, 3 power to worker conversion or whatever the case is. So it's like you can take a bunch more coins and it's probably not costing you anything that round. So yeah, it's very good.
Sure.
Cool. Well, awesome. Thanks again, guys, for coming on. I really appreciate having you here. If you're interested in coming back on anytime,
thanks again for having us.
Thanks.
For sure. Okay, awesome, folks. I will I'm in the middle of organizing the next rounds of games, so just I can't make any announcements right now, but stay tuned in the Discord for updates. I will post some stuff soon there, and hope to see you then. All right, bye now for everyone.
Bye.